Well, what's up everyone? In this video, the next capital city I'm about to draw is going to be Phoenix, Arizona. This one is going to be really interesting, really fascinating because it's literally one of the biggest cities, one of the biggest American cities. And this one's going to be a nice, bright, hot one. That's why I got sunglasses on, because it's going to be bright and smoking hot and really thrilling. I'm really excited to draw this capital city out. Let me take off my sunglasses. So yeah, this one's going to be really interesting. I'm looking forward to drawing this capital city. We're moving right back to larger capital cities for some time, and then we're going to move back to smaller capital cities. So let's not waste any more time here. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to work. Not only it's the capital of Arizona, but it's also the largest city in the state of Arizona. Phoenix is also the largest American capital city by population. It's also the only American capital city with over 1 million people. I'm sure it's not the only American capital city that has at least 1 million people. Austin, Texas, I believe, made it to 1 million people too, so I guess they're the only two American capital cities to have at least 1 million people. But Phoenix has a little bit more people than Austin. Phoenix is also the 5th largest American city by population. It's been part of the top 20 list of the largest American cities by population since like the late 1960s. The city was moving like an absolute cheetah. Like it came out of nowhere, just smashing through other major cities in the US, the country that I live in. Yeah, it was insane. The area used to be occupied by the Hohokam people for many years, like a while ago. And then the Pima and Maricopa people started inhabiting the area. These are the type of like Native Americans that used to like inhabit the area. Ever since the Mexican-American War ended in 1848, Mexico had to forfeit most of the northern portion to the US. Part of that portion was New Mexico territory, and the Phoenix area is part of that territory. During the American Civil War, the Arizona territory got created from New Mexico territory. It's on the western side it's west from New Mexico territory, and claims were made for the area by the Confederate people. But the Phoenix area had nothing to do with the war. The Phoenix area was like, not our business, we're not really part of the Civil War. So, yeah. And then there was this Confederate pioneer named Jack Swilling, he was one of the founders of the city of Phoenix during the late 1860s. So that's when the city got founded. There was no strong evidence on who came up with that name, but there was another pioneer named Darrell Duppa who was given credit with that name. So yeah, it's ambiguous for us to know how Phoenix became a popular name. There were a few other names suggested back then, but Phoenix got accepted. The city got incorporated as a city during the early 1880s. It became the capital of Arizona Territory in 1889. We know Arizona. Arizona officially became a state in 1912 after it was Arizona Territory. It became the capital of Arizona Territory after Fort Whipple, Prescott, Tucson, and back to Prescott. The city of Phoenix was declining for a little bit during the Great Recession. That was during the late 2000s. Yeah, that was not a fun time there. It was just like the Great Depression. But eventually, the city quickly recovered, and it just whooped Philadelphia's butt hard. Well, not that hard. It took a little while for Phoenix to surpass Philadelphia for the fifth spot for it to become the fifth largest U.S. city. Phoenix's nicknames are the Valley and the Valley of the Sun. It's near the confluence of the Salt and Gila rivers. The canal system that the city had led to farming, and farming was huge in that city back then. I think it still is to this day. I'm not too sure. I haven't done too much research about the city. Cotton, citrus, climate, cattle, and copper are some of the most important things for Phoenix's economy. The city of Phoenix has a lot of popular landmarks and places, such as the Papago Park, St. Mary's Basilica, Chase Tower. This is the tallest building in the city. It's also the tallest building in the state of Arizona. But for how long? Well, we'll have to find out. Moving right along here, Rasan House, Arizona Science Center, PHX Arena. It's home of the Phoenix Suns and the Phoenix Mercury, a couple basketball teams. The Chase Field, home of the Arizona Diamondbacks, a baseball team. I'm also going to throw in the Gila River Arena. It's located in Glendale, Arizona, which is not too far from Phoenix. Glendale is part of the Phoenix metro area. This arena is home of the Arizona Coyotes, a hockey team. I'm also going to throw in the State Farm Stadium. It's also located in Glendale. It's a suburb of Phoenix. It's home of the Arizona Cardinals, a football team, a major football team. The Arizona State University, it's a very huge school, too, one of the biggest schools in the U.S. Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. This is one of the most busiest airports in the US. And the Arizona State Capitol. I believe it's also a museum too. Phoenix is the birthplace of these famous people such as wrestler The Boogeyman, singers Chester Bennington, RIP to this guy, and Tito Torbellino, RIP to this guy as well. Also, Jordan Sparks, Stevie Nicks, actors Chelsea Kane, Linda Carter, and Matt Dallas, and trainer Chris Powell. I'm not familiar with those famous people. I'm familiar, except for the Boogeyman and Jordan Sparks. I'm familiar with those people. I had a really wonderful time drawing Phoenix, Arizona. It was unbelievably brutal, but unbelievably it was an absolute blast. It was really very fun. But the only thing I hate about me drawing the city of Phoenix is the fact that I got interrupted millions of times. And I did lose my temper a few times, only for a little bit. I wasn't losing too much. I wasn't losing my crap too much, only for a little bit. I did pound on my desk a couple times. I don't remember how many times I got interrupted during this recording session. I did get nervous. I was feeling a bit nervous on the inside because I decided not to continuously record because I felt like my camera's memory would get full if I continue recording. And plus, it was a lot of details that I had to draw. It's unreal. It was really it was unbelievable. I did do some parts of the drawing off camera so I could be able to save the memory, my camera's memory. Because yeah, this was one of the most intense drawings that I ever did on camera. You have no idea. Okay, everyone, here's the finished capital city drawing of Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, this drawing took over 3 hours for me to fulfill or complete. It was extremely brutal, but extremely fun. As you can see, I provided a crap load of details. Unbelievably painful, but fun. I really enjoyed my time. As you can see, we got the mountains in the background, the buildings, the skyscrapers obviously, smaller buildings, low rises and high rises. The perspective is slightly off for a few buildings. Phoenix, Arizona, everyone. Okay, that is going to be the end of this video. Stay tuned for more content, and I hope this video was quite enjoyable to watch. Also, happy Cinco de Mayo. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time. Feel free to subscribe to this channel. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I love to connect with you people. And also, feel free to follow my Facebook page. So, I will catch each and every one of you guys later.